Hello Capricorn, welcome to Three Crows Runes. My name is Jen. Let's do some rune readings. Today we are doing readings for September 2025. We are using the Elder Futhark on, just looking over for a second, on smoky quartz, and we are using the Everyday Witch Oracle for the cards. So let's get started with a card from the Everyday Witch Oracle. And for this month for you, we have affirmation for growth. So Capricorn, very fitting for an earth sign. Capricorn, this is basically, I'm going to read this a few ways. Look at the kitty. But this is basically, you want to be working on this kind of thing. You want to get your hands in the soil, or whatever the soil is for you, no matter what it is that you're bringing through into the world this month. So you want to just get out there and do that. This is basically your affirmation for that. This is basically, it's like, I can bring things through. I can get in there and work with the natural creativeness of things and help that come through. So this month is going to be very much about bringing things through and just getting right in there, getting your hands all nicely, naturally dirty. However you're going to be doing that. It may not be gardening. You may be not in a situation where you can garden. Like I live in an apartment and I don't own any wild earth, and so I don't really get the chance to do anything like that, but you do what you can. I still create stuff. So let's get some runes down and see what other things this has to say. The clarity, look at that, and you are actually starting fresh on this from the previous chapter, which is good because you've just wrapped up a thing. What's our outcome, Capricorn? Ooh, nice. Okay. So your central issue this month, Capricorn, is Berkana. Berkana is the rune of the birch tree. This is beginnings and birth. So this is definitely going to be about getting right in there and starting to bring things through in a really natural, very organic, like birthy kind of way. Like getting in there and bringing things through. That's going to be basically your month is doing that. And this could be you. Like this could just be stuff that is for you and the things around you, as far as just bringing. This might not be a project. This might be just bringing you through more than before. But really, it's about growth. So this says growth. So it may not just be birth. It may be growth. What led up to this is we have Raido reversed. Raido is the rune of the journey. This is reversed on the path line. So what this says to me is that you've just ended a chapter. You've just sort of closed out a chapter. You've resolved it, and this frees you up to start a new chapter, and that's what you're getting in on doing. You're getting things ready. You're getting the soil ready. I mean, where I am, it's just about to go into September, so I'm in the northern hemisphere, and that means we're going into fall. If you're in the southern hemisphere, then this is absolutely going into spring, and this makes a lot of sense with the earth and all that. However, whoever you are in this month probably going to be working on something very creative, very naturally creative, and just getting in there and beginning it to get it growing. And that's really exciting. So what's going to help you? We have Pertho, which is the rune of the lot box. This has to do with surprises and fate and luck. But it is a revelation. It is something that's opening up. It's an unboxing. And what's in the lot box was already in the lot box. So it's a surprise to you, but it's not a surprise to the universe because it was already in there. So it's something that was always the case. But watch for this, because that's going to help you while you're working on this new beginning, is what is being revealed. What is being revealed? Because each revelation that you're going to have is going to have deep roots. It's going to be one of those things that's like, oh, you're going to have this revelation, and suddenly that revelation is going to make you realize that this led from something that was going on for a very long time, perhaps forever, a very ancient thing that's being revealed. So either way, watch for what's being revealed, because that's going to help you while you're doing this beginning thing. What isn't going to help you? We have Laguz, which is the rune of the water. It's emotion, intuition, heart, and flow. You are a little bit worried. It's a very positive rune in a negative spot. So I'm first of all going to read this as the worry. You're worried about the flow forward of things. You've just wrapped up a chapter, and so you don't have that momentum, and you're worried about getting that flow going again. You're also a bit concerned about emotional levels. You may be feeling emotional. There may be emotional surges happening. You may be worried about whether your heart is in this, and you may be worried about connecting with heart or trusting it in this. The other thing is emotion, intuition, heart, and flow. So yeah, I've covered that. So all of this really is worries. I also would suggest that not to try to carry forward what you were doing before into the new, because this is supposed to be very, very new, and it's got to be. It's going to be its own new thing. So you can't assume that it's going to be the same as what you just closed out, like as what you just finished with. This is not going to be the same thing. So you're not going to be flowing directly from that into this where it's going to be the same. It's brand new. So what's going to help you with that is just, again, watch for the revelations, watch for what's being revealed to you, and let yourself be surprised. And what this is going to lead you to is we have, by the end of the month, we have Manas reversed, which is the rune of humanity, and your part in it. You are going to be very much focused on dancing to your own drummer, marching to your own drummer, dancing to your own tune, keeping your own counsel, and not having a problem with that. You're going to be very comfortable with tuning out the din of humanity, and it in fact will give you a chance to do that because you're going to be focusing on this. So that, Capricorn, is your reading for September 2025. I wish you all the best with this, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye.